Well, I've got the Greenbrier wagon at the shop. We just got through driving it, and we're gonna look underneath and get a bunch of pictures, but I have figured out where the oil leak is coming from, and it's gotten a little bit worse. It was leaving a few spots in our shop, but now it is dripping pretty bad. You can see where the gasket is pushed out of the oil pan on that side, and over on the driver's side it's exactly the same. So it definitely needs an oil pan gasket. And what it does when you run down the highway, it blows the oil back. You can see it's on the transmission. This is that Tremec 5-speed. It's got a really nice exhaust system with a H-pipe connector. It's got dual MagnaFlow mufflers that are stainless steel, and they sound amazing. The pinion is dry. Any wetness you might see is probably from the oil that's just blowing back. But the U-joint is greased. It's in good shape. It's got airbags on the springs and air shocks. And they use this car to tow some of the Yenko race cars. And a lot of people are bashing this car because it has Yenko stripes and they didn't make a Yenko wagon. Well, Donna Mae mims that was a race car driver and raced a lot of the Yenko cars, namely the Stinger, and she won an SCCA championship in 1963, first woman to do it in a pink bug-eyed Sprite, and she was a secretary for Yenko Chevrolet. So the car is more of a tribute to her because it pulled some of her race cars, and she actually signed the glove box in 2008, and she died in 2009. I think the car was at a car show and she was there, and that's when she signed it. But it's a cool car. I just got through driving it, and it draws a lot of attention. I did notice a little place right here on the fender that I didn't see before. There's little rust bubbles on the very bottom under the molding, and there's a place on the fender where it looks like somebody's touched up just that little edge. Back in the day they had wheel opening moldings, but under the car looks good and solid. Floorboards are excellent. Frame is very good. Looks like the frame had a coating on it, maybe some kind of a black undercoat, and some of that undercoat is starting to come off. It's got a nice heavy-duty cross member. The exhaust, of course, is excellent. You can see where some of that oil has blown back going down the road. There's your fuel filter. But it's a very, very solid car, has good bones. And really put a oil pan gasket in it, and I'll bet she'll be good to go. It does have on the rear a Holley high-performance fuel pump and a filter that goes before the pump, and then you got a filter after the pump. The dual exhausts are routed out right there behind the rear wheels, and that keeps the exhaust from drafting up back through the rear window when you have the rear window open. But there you have it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. We'll get you the information. Good luck with your bidding. It's really an awesome car. Just needs a couple little things and it'll really be fabulous. I did put my temperature gauge on it after we drove it, because this just has just the temperature light, which obviously never came on, and it's running. It's about 95 degrees here in Texas. I had the air conditioner on, and my little laser temperature gauge was showing about 188 degrees, and I shot it on the thermostat housing, so it's a pretty accurate depiction. When I shot it on the radiator, it was like 165. So it does have a really good aluminum radiator that does a fantastic job. One more look under the car. And again, I wish you good luck with the auction. It's a fantastic car. Fix that oil pan gasket, and I'd put a set of gauges in it. Makes me nervous not having gauges. But have a great day. I'm Bronco Bob, wishing you happy trails and good luck with your bidding on Bring a Trailer.